Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about a high-paying Litecoin faucet that allows you to earn up to $300 per hour completely passively and free here in 2025. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you build your Litecoin holdings here in 2025. So, before we dive into the video, I do always like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes. And we'll be getting into the site then. But overall, I think you're going to want to stay tuned for this because crypto has taken a little bit of a dive. Of course, we don't want to see prices of crypto down. Nobody wants to see that. But when it comes to sites like Free Litecoin, which we're talking about today, as well as all other crypto faucets, lower prices actually means you get more coins. So overall here, you can see things are down. Overall market's down almost 4%, 3.63. Total market cap of 3.18 trillion. Of course, on the day, lots of red. Bitcoin down almost 3%, Ethereum over 7%, XRP's down 5%, Binance Coin's almost 5%, Solana's over 5%, so big drops across at least the top 10, and as we continue scrolling down, quite a few others as well. So continuing to scroll here, I must have missed Litecoin in the mix there. Here it is, number 21. I was going to say it wasn't that far down. Currently priced at $84.33, which of course is down almost that same 5% today and over 7% on the week. Clicking into Litecoin though, you can see that its all-time high was 4 years ago during the last bull run of $412. So that is, several $100 profit per Litecoin that you're holding today. So how do you start building your holdings and how do you do it for free? Well, we're using a site here called Free Litecoin. Now, the link to this site is down in the description below. I highly recommend that you at least check it out. Also down below is links to other sister sites of this same company that give out different cryptocurrency. So while of course we're talking about Litecoin today, if there's another coin out there, check out those other sites as well. But when you get here onto the site, it's an email and a password to sign up, pretty simple, and then it's a pretty basic faucet here. You do your regular roll. Of course, you're going to enter in your username, so Bitcoin Tips YT, and just like that, I can roll the faucet here. So I fill out the robot thing, and I roll a number between 0 and 10,000. We'll talk about that VIP club pop-up in just a minute. Of course, as you see, I got 6,006 this time, so of course that is the lowest amount of Litecoin. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, there is a chance that you could win this $300, but it's pretty unlikely, and I will agree. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every roll you're going to get is $300, but you do have that option once a day, at least when you first start out on the faucet, which we'll talk about in just a minute, to earn that $300. So you might be thinking, well, is this even worth my time for this little amount of Litecoin? Well, I would say yes, doing this roll is always good because you do always have that chance. But in addition to this, there's also an earn more section here where if you're familiar with crypto faucets, you'll probably recognize a lot of these offer wall type services. Now, the one that I'm going to focus on here is Lootably. If you click into here, you're going to see that there's a lot of app offers, things you download, sign up for accounts, all of that good stuff. I'm not a big fan of those, but they do pay quite well, and I do know that people make quite a bit off of them. Now, one thing I do want to call out here is this says up to 5,040 tokens for this pop block puzzle game. Tokens does not mean Litecoin, so you're not getting 5,000 Litecoin for this, or we'd all be doing these right now. Tokens are something different, specific to the site, which you can then convert into Litecoin, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But what I would recommend doing is coming over to the videos section here, signing up for Cheddar TV, and setting this up to run. So if you're not familiar with that, basically what it is it's a site like YouTube where you watch videos and they pay you Cheddar TV points. you can then take those points, convert them back over to the tokens here on free Litecoin, and then get paid out in Litecoin. The reason I like this so much is because it is as close to passive income as you're gonna find. I've personally used this strategy for many years, and I can personally say that with this, you can expect to spend about 10 minutes a month, maybe even less, depending on your setup, maintaining it and making sure that you're earning free cryptocurrency. And that's just making sure the website's still running, cashing out, all of those good things. So definitely check those out. Now, once you start earning tokens, whether it's through that way or any of these other ones, you're going to want to come up here to these redeem tokens to Litecoin. Now, as you can see here, one Litecoin is equal to about 40,000 tokens. So if we go back into Lootably real quick, because that's where we were looking, you can see that, you know, some of these you're getting, you know, 12,000 tokens. So, you know, that would be right around a little over a quarter Litecoin. You know, I was going to see if there was anything that was over 40,000, but usually anything that high, you know, like this up to 510,000, this is, you know, requires you to make a deposit. So of course most people aren't probably gonna do this, but they are there and you can convert those over. So very cool that you can, you know, just go ahead and convert those over right here on the site. Now, there's another thing that you can do with tokens, and you may have gotten a sneak peek earlier when I rolled the faucet, but they do have what's called their VIP club. Now, if you're not familiar with this is a really cool feature to where if you are really committed to this site, you want to build this up and maximize its potential, this is the section for you. As you use your tokens, you earn tokens, you can then spend them here to level up. So right now I'm unranked, which means I get the basic bare bones faucet experience. I get one roll per day. That roll is just a 1x, whatever I get is what I get. And to convert from tokens into Litecoin, I'm gonna have to pay 5%. To level up, it's going to be 2,500 tokens. My exchange commission drops to 4%, the rest stays the same. Level Copper 2 here, same thing, except I get 2 free rolls per day, and my exchange commission drops another %. You kind of get the idea. Once you reach Silver 2, you have no exchange commission. You're up to 5 rolls per day, and then this goes all the way through several sets of levels, all the way up to Legend 3, where you are getting 30 free rolls per day, so that's 30 chances at that $300. A 2.5x multiplier, so you're multiplying your earnings that you get on those rolls anyways. Of course, you have that free commission, and then the secret level up bonus, which is a certain number of tokens as you level up. So what I will say is this is a really cool feature that they have on these sites, but it is specific to this site. So if you remember at the beginning of the video, I did mention this company here has several different sites that pay out different cryptocurrencies. Maybe you really like Litecoin and that's why you clicked on this video, but you're sitting here thinking, man, this is an awesome site, but I'd love to get free Dogecoin or free XRP Ripple or free Shiba or something like that. That's awesome. There are sites out there for those, and what I would recommend is if you'd prefer those coins over Litecoin for any number of reasons, go do that on those sites, level up over there, and then come back to free Litecoin and build up the levels here. So that's a really cool thing as well. And finally, they do also have monthly challenges based on how much you use the site to win additional token of values. Now, unlike what I was just saying where this is, you know, the VIP club is specific to the certain sites, the contest is across all sites. So as you can see, this guy here, first place on free Litecoin, which is awesome, but second place here is on free Bitcoin, and that goes for both the monthly and the weekly challenges, so keep that in mind. So with that being said, the link to this site as well as all the other sister sites are down below, which of course I do highly recommend that you check out. And if you're still watching this video now, make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to Bitcoin Tips. It really does help out the channel and allow us to continue providing these videos for free here on YouTube for you. And of course, if you're looking to support the channel a little further, we do also have the channel membership and super thanks options down below, which of course any support in that area is greatly appreciated. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.